my channel. In the previous lecture we have covered the important numericals of open channel flow, and in today's lecture we are going to see some more numericals related to open channel flow. These numericals are very important, so we will see all of them one by one. So before starting the numerical, these are the question. You can pause the video and try to solve it by your own. If you are facing some difficulty in solving it, then you can see the solution part. Okay, so let us start our lecture. So first question is, in a spatially varied flow, which condition take place? We have studied the spatially varied flow, so this question is about the spatially varied flow. It is asked that in a spatially varied flow, which conditions takes place? The option is first, addition of discharge to the stream. The option B is subtraction of discharge from the stream. Option C is both A and B. Option D is none of these. So think which option is right for the question according to you. And if you have watched my previous videos, then you will be able to answer this question in a second. So I will show it to you. I have told you that what is a spatially varied flow. So the spatially varied flow is that flow in which the addition of discharge as well as the subtraction of discharge from the stream take place. So this is the spatially varied flow. So in this, addition and subtraction of discharge takes place from the stream. Okay, so we will see the option here. Here the first option says the addition of discharge to stream. Second option says subtraction of discharge from the stream. So both phenomena takes place in a spatially varied flow. So the option C is right, that is both A and B. So I will tick this option. Okay, so we will see next question. Second question. The second question is, which type of a jump is considered as an ideal jump? We have studied the type of a jump according to the Froude number, in which we have seen the different types of a jump, that is a weak jump, oscillating jump, and strong or choppy jump, steady jump, undulator jump. So what is the answer of this question? If you have seen the video, then you will be able to take this answer correctly. So I will show it to you. We have studied that the types of a jump according to the Froude number, in which we have seen the fourth case, that is a steady jump is considered as an ideal jump. So our answer is the steady jump. Correct option is the steady jump, which is option number D. So I will take option number D. Next, see our third question, that is the hydraulic depth is a ratio of. We have studied the hydraulic depth. What is the hydraulic depth? Hydraulic depth is a ratio of a wetted area to the top width. So when the students see this question in exam, so they thought that it is a hydraulic radius, and they just take the answer number 1, which is a wetted area upon wetted perimeter. But the question is asking the hydraulic depth. So hydraulic depth is a ratio of a wetted area to that of a top width. So the wetted area is the option C, wetted area to the top width. So correct answer is option number C. Next we will see the fourth question. What is the fourth question? Fourth question is, a rectangular channel with a bottom width 4 meter carries a discharge of 12 meter cube per second with a flow depth of 2 meter. Find the Froude number and also classify the type of a flow. Okay, so this is numerical question. We have to solve it. So we will solve it. First we will write what is given in the question. So in the question it is given that the width is 4 meter and it carries a discharge of 12 meter cube per second at a depth of 2 meter. Find the Froude number. It is asking us to find the Froude number and also classify the types of flow. So first we will find the Froude number. What is the formula of Froude number? Froude number is equals to V upon under root of GD. D is the hydraulic depth here. And what is the type of a channel? The type of channel is the rectangular channel. For a rectangular channel, the hydraulic depth is area of a rectangle we have calculated as a B into Y. Y is the depth, D or Y, and the top width is B. So B and B get cancelled. So the hydraulic depth of a rectangular channel will be equals to Y. Okay. So what is the value of a V here? So V here is the velocity of a flow. We know that Q will be equals to A into V. So we have to find the velocity. So velocity will be equals to Q by A. What is the value of Q here? Q value is given in the question as a 12 meter cube per second. What is A here? A is the width into the depth, that is 4 into 2, that is 12 divided by 8, which is equals to, so the value of velocity is 1.5 meter per second. I have put this value of velocity in the formula of a Froude number, which is 1.5 meter per second, and under root of g is the acceleration due to gravity, whose value is 9.81. and what is the hydraulic depth? Hydraulic depth in case of a rectangular channel we have calculated as a y. So what is the value of a y here? It is 2 meter. So we will calculate the value of a Froude number, that is equals to, value of Froude number comes out to be 0.338, and it is less than 1. So when the Froude number is less than 1, the flow is categorized as subcritical flow. So this is the answer of this question, in which it is asked to find the Froude number, which is equals to 0.338, and classify the type of flow. The type of flow is classified as a subcritical flow because the Froude number is lesser than 1. So okay, so this is the fourth question. Next we will see the fifth question. Next question is the total energy line is a summation of a kinetic head plus pressure head plus datum head plus kinetic head, potential head plus pressure head, or a kinetic head plus datum head. So which option is right according to you? So we have studied the total energy line in the previous lecture, so I will show you. We have studied that the total energy line is the summation of a pressure head plus the datum head plus the kinetic head. We have seen this in our previous video. So the right option is pressure head plus datum head plus kinetic head. So this is the right answer for this question, which is option number B. So next question we will see, that is the sixth question. Which one is a non-uniform flow? So we have to identify from the option that which one is the non-uniform flow. The option is, first is gradually varied flow, second is the rapidly varied flow, third is the spatially varied flow, D is the all of these. So gradually varied flow is also a non-uniform flow, rapidly and spatially varied flow is also a non-uniform flow. So the option D is right, that is the all of these. So these are the questions for the today's lecture. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you.